Well, hello, this is your host, Eric, and Lord High Admiral of the Army of Gmodism. This is the Army of Gmodism's trials, the battle trials where we find the better, superior systems. Well, the Season 2 is all about AA missiles, and that's what we're gonna test out. If you wanna be dripped out like me, there is options in the description, just so you know. We have ammo-looking water bottles as well, so let's get into this battle. The 67mm custom ammo is not intended to be used as drinkware because it is a piece of ammunition. We don't endorse drinking from it. That's just what the safety department want to make you believe. Today we are going to not enjoy custom ammo, we are going to enjoy missiles. This is probably the coolest looking missile launcher of the lot of them. It looks absolutely great. This is the Sköll, the Sköll-SAM by Matros 3rd class solid pickle. And well, it is a vertical launch system, and as the previous tests, we of course are going to begin with spawning in a little array of Duster, Shrike and Geiger at around about 3000 meters range. So there we have it, and we need to start the timer and get this thing going. Oh my, this missile looks absolutely awesome. Holy crap, that looks great. Wow, that's a blast. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. We're on God mode, right? Of course we are. Good. We're in God mode. Just wanted to make sure I'm not messing anything up, right? 32 seconds has passed so far. Let's see how these are going to hit. They are remote guided, if I recall correctly, but I may also not recall correctly. They're pretty large and pretty maneuverable. Man, these are quick. I don't know how fast they are, of course, but they're fast enough. That we can say. Looks like some of them are being intercepted by the Geiger. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get in the Geiger, because then it may intercept very weakly defended missiles, and that's of course very interesting to know if that will be an issue. I just love they get spawned up like that and they just fly towards the enemy. Looking very cool. Unfortunately, it didn't reach the target. We passed 1 minute and 30 seconds. None of the enemies are offline yet. Hope to see some change in that department. Oh no, oh no. The Geiger is doing short work of the missiles that are coming in. Look at that. Next one is being launched. Will they be intercepted? Oh no, it was not. An incendiary fire has been created here on this turret. And I believe this may be the turret being responsible for shooting down our beautiful friends. So this is probably quite good news. New missile incoming. And oh yes, it seemed to have reached the target. 92%, but it is going down and hitting the water. If it doesn't get out of there, which I don't think it will, it is done for and can thus be considered eliminated. Alright, we are 3 minutes in, and I hope that we'll switch targets now and not shoot at that underwater thing. No, it is now dead. Let us see indeed. The next launch, we are most likely going to go after the Shrike. And we got... Oh yeah, popping in right there, creating some fires on top of the Shrike. Very nice. 95%. It just seems that the flames here are quite aggressive. So they seem to be killing its targets pretty quickly. But we are closing in on 4 minutes now. The Shrike is... Oh, bam. Okay, it's done. It's done for. That's not an airplane anymore. The only thing left is the little duster. And ooh, looks like the duster is probably not gonna live very long. Alright, it's 100% right now, but it's being engulfed in flames. And... oh, is it dead? Oh, there it hit the water. It's dead. Stop the timers at 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Not super quick, but, well, it looked pretty cool. That must be said. Next up, the difficulty is increased. We're gonna spawn the flying squirrels. They're no joke. They sound like a joke, but they are no joke. Flying squirrels has been spawned. Timer is running and we will see some results. Missile coming in here. Will it be able to hit it? Oh, it was not. They are just too evasive. Oh no. Alright, let's see for the second volley then. If we will go in for the kill. I do believe that if these will hit, I think they will do some pretty short work of the flying squirrel. But we will see indeed. None of the flying squirrels are damaged so far. Look at that coming in and... ooh. Do we even proximity fuse? I think we do, but like... okay. This squirrel is being very engulfed. It's gonna go down any second now. It is very dead. GG. 2 of them left. Now, the flying squirrels has been one of the most challenging enemies actually on this setup here. The flying squirrel is notoriously hard to hit, and we're only 1 minute and 30 seconds in. So actually, so far, Solid Pickle is doing a pretty good job. Our Matrus 3rd class has definitely provided some decent quick action on the first 2. Now it's only 1 squirrel left and we are looking at the stop timer button. There we have it. 2 minutes exactly. That is something to behold. As with the previous ones, we are dropping in to look at the Lightning Hood's static as the 3rd battle before. Solid Pickle will get some friends, or the Sköll-SAM will get some friends, or 1 friend to be specific. Looks like we did some pretty good hit there. This fire is definitely very nasty. Oh man. 81%. We're only 40 seconds. Oh my lord. 39 seconds. The static is overrated. 39 seconds. Congratulations. That is a record so far. That is the quickest missile system to kill the Sköll so far. To kill the static so far. The Sköll is the quickest to do that. Awesome. Now difficulty is increased a notch. We'll go to the Steel Striders and get in the Hake Squadron at max distance. So we are going to spawn them and start the timer. Alright. Hake is closing in. Which will be the first target, I wonder? Now, I thought the Hake was pretty difficult when I started to play the game, which is why I wanted to test something against it. I thought it was so quick and I just couldn't hit him. Neat little enemy. Oh, bam! Look at that one! They are both targeting this airplane and it is down to 76%. Ooh, wow. Bam! It is dead already. This missile chooses to go after another target. Very amazing. 1 minute has passed and, well, 1 of 3 Hakes are dead. Now, I wonder if they will be quick enough, these missiles. The Sköll system looks amazing. Man, I wonder how many mimics this is. Cool. Very cool looking though. We have... Ooh, look at that. This one ain't looking very happy. Oh, bam. I think it may crash into the water. It has no cockpit. How does this fly? Oh. And it's quite evasive still, but this is 100% done for. Next target, are we gonna guess it's gonna be this? It is pretty close. It is not, however. The chosen target will be this one. And the missiles, they are coming in here. They're a bit larger, so they are a bit sluggish, but they are still maneuverable enough to do some pretty darn good damage. Look at that. We only have 1 Hake left. 2.5 minutes in. How long will it take for this Hake, Officer Haddock, to go under? We are hanging over the pause button for the time. And just waiting for the Hake to lose itself. Looks like it lost its thrust. And will it hit the water or despawn first? I don't know. It is about... Obviously it's dead. It's dead. It is dead. Very awesome. That is 3 minutes. Before it got very dead. Very nice. And it's not getting any easier. Next up, we'll have the Gannet squadron. So we are going to spawn them and click on the... well, we already started the timer, of course. The Gannet is really quick. 188, I think, meters per second. I'm very much wondering if these missiles will be able to outspeed them. Oh, they switched targets. They seem to be a little bit confused on where to shoot right now. We opted for the one furthest away. Dropping down quite quickly. That is already dead. Oh my. Well, I think the Sköll-SAM is definitely a real performer. Looks like this may be our new target. We shall see how they will perform when they are so close to the enemy. Since they are a little bit on the slower side, maybe they'll have a bit of a trouble reaching these airplanes. Seems that we have chosen this to be the target now instead. And the missiles are just trying to get there, but it is a little bit too fast. How in the world should we reach them? The time is ticking. 1.5 minutes has passed already, so one is damaged and one is not. We can see the missiles coming in behind here, and oof. Oh yeah, we got a hit there. Thanks to them being medium missiles, they are of course staying alive for a lot longer than small missile opting designs. So both are now damaged. That is a good thing. That's a very good thing, because the Sköll can then more easily continue to damage them. And the fire is still ongoing a little bit in the engine here. We're adding more incendiary. 2 minutes and 30 seconds so far. This one is 92, the other 89. Oh, and we got fire in the engine. This airplane is obviously done for. Look at that. It will most likely not recover at all here. It's basically just custom jet engines with a bit of skin on top, so maybe it is not dying very well. This thing is about to hit the water any second though. If it despawns or hit the water, it is out of the game. Well, considering it will not get out of the water. Alright, this one is the only one left. We have passed 3 minutes and almost 3 minutes and a half. How long will it take for this fire before we can stop the clock? Oh, dropping custom jet engine parts. New swarm incoming. Catching on fire all over the place. And oh, I think it has lost control. There we have it. 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Very nice. Solid Pickles Sam Sköll is delivering, and that must be said. We'll see when we count the points if it's better or not than Floaternauts. Anyways, next up we have the Pedagine squadron, which is, well, surprise enough, not a joke either. They're pretty quick as well, so it will be very interesting to see how we can deal with a quick system like this. Some of the contestants so far has actually taken the Pedagine out a little bit more easily than the Gannet. It depends. And for others the other way around. It seems to depend somewhat. The first one we have closest to them, it is dropping down to 92 in health. It is not looking good. This incendiary damage seems to do pretty short work of this one. 76, 74, and bam! That was a quite quick kill. The one that consists of the interest from the targeting computers seem to be this little Pedagine. Still at 99% with fire at both wings, so I'm pretty sure that will change quick enough. It's kind of outrunning. What is it doing right now? Oh, going towards this girl is not a good idea. Then they'll definitely get hits. And this thing is gonna lose control now any second. I think it is about to be too damaged. And it will most likely fall into the water. Oh, bam! There we have it. It's very dead. One left then, trying to trick my camera lock on with some decoys, I see. How dare you? It's a game, Gmodism. It doesn't. Anyways, it's going away from the target. We have passed 2 minutes. It honestly feels like longer than 2 minutes, but that's probably because the first bit of the action was so intense. Well, in that case, we are doing pretty well here. Almost surprises me we're still at 100% since this fire has been burning for a while in the engine. But that makes me believe that when this fire has burnt, it will actually kill the engine. This may be oh yeah, that was it. We actually hit the jet engine, so now it fell off. At 95%, we will indeed see. Okay, 91. 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And we are ready to stop that timer right there. 3 minutes. Exactly. Very cool. Last out, we have the Hellfire. So far, it hasn't put up that much of a fight, which I would have assumed it would have done. But let's run the timer and spawn it. I did that already. Hellfire is a Scarlet Dawn design. It is somewhat scary. And it's quite evasive and has this little tendency to basically go up to space to avoid a lot of the missiles. You can see when it's coming in here with missiles, it's just spazzing out, going real high, doing a pretty good maneuver to escape the missiles. And they are just a little bit faster. Isn't that quite amazing? We are 40 seconds into this battle. How much will it be when we sum them up, I wonder? 91. We don't seem to have any real trouble hitting them, actually. We'll see what happens when we go up to almost space, if it changes. No, they seem to be VLMs and also adjusted to not just ride down into space if they get that high. This is quite tense indeed. 1 minute and 20 seconds. This is kind of these are some good stats. These are some good stats. Solid Pickle, what a epic little design. We'll have to be ready with stopping the timer anytime now. It is looking like it's going to be damaged to the point where it will despawn in any second. 76% is not a lot for an aircraft. There we go. 1 minute and 48 seconds. Wow. Well, I think these are some pretty good results. I'm going to utilize my math skills and I'll be back very soon. Oh wow. Solid Pickles system here, the Sköll, using remote guidance, has a score of 18 minutes and 47 seconds. I do believe that's quite a record so far. So wow, it outdid all the previous ones. That's very interesting. Well, good job, Matros third class Solid Pickle. It was amazing to test out the Sköll-SAM. I just want to say big thanks to all of the commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism, everyone in the ecclesiarchy, and if anyone did join the government of Gmodism. So thanks a lot for supporting me monthly. That helps a lot, of course. And if you just want to help me without giving me like $1, please like the video, because that helps more than you think. So yeah, that said, this is your host Eric, your Lord High Admiral of the Army of Gmodism, and I'm signing out. Bye bye.